This video is to help orient you to the online homework for the course. So if we go to our modules and we navigate down to the material, here you'll see the lessons and the homework with associated due dates. So if you select a particular homework assignment, you'll see a window like this, and you will go ahead and load it in a new window. Now when you get to if you get this picture, you might not get this all the time. You can just leave it on forced image based math, that's fine. Click login and you are into the homework. So let's talk about what's going on here in the homework. Along the left hand side, you'll see the questions you still have to complete, what you've scored out of what's available. For instance, I have 1 point out of 1 point on question 7. You can attempt problems up until the due date. The due date is right here, along with the time. Pay attention to that. You'll go through and you'll answer the questions. Notice that there's a help menu if you need to answer algebraic expressions. Feel free to use this to enter things like square roots or fractions. Once you enter, you'll click Submit. I have not answered all the questions, but I'm going to click OK. And for this particular problem, I currently have 0 out of 4. I can re-answer that problem until the due date, which again is up here in the right hand corner and also located in Canvas. So you're going to go through and do this for each assignment. Now a couple things to notice. Number one, if you need to continue to work on the assignment past the due date, you have late passes. So right here you can click on Redeem a Late Pass, and don't worry about this. It will discard any unsaved work, but any points you've already scored will be saved. Okay, it'll tell you how many late passes you have remaining. Everybody's going to start with 20, and it gives you a 24-hour extension for the assessment. Be aware that there is a penalty for working during a late pass. Be sure to check to see what the penalty is for your particular course, but you'll notice that you won't be receiving 1 out of 1 point. You'll be receiving a fractional point out of each point during a late pass. Anything up until the late pass is fine. The other thing is late passes must be requested before the due date. So, for instance, this assignment is due Thursday, January 30th at 11 p.m. I must request the late pass before then. That will not affect any work I've done up till 11 p.m. on that day, but it will give me an additional 24 hours after that to continue to work on problems. Any points earned after that will be assessed the penalty. The other thing that you have in this window are messages. So if there are emails between your instructor and yourself, this is where you'd get to those. And finally, if you say I have a question on this problem and I want to ask the instructor, remember you have other resources. Many of them will have videos. Not all, but many will have videos for you to click and to get some help. Also, feel free to refer to the online text and have that open. The online lessons will be helpful. You could look in the workbook or the textbook, or you can do a Google search for help. But if you've tried those and it's not helping and you still have a question, you can go to message the instructor about this question, and it'll include the problem in your question, and then you can type in your message and also include any mathematics question that you would like. So those are the main features of our homework. You'll get used to it very quick, but just to get you oriented to it, so spend this first week getting the hang of this homework system because we'll be using it all semester.